Two back. Heading into the bottom of the second, Swamp Bats coming up with Bednar, Bedgood, and Matthew. We'll see you in the bottom of the second. You're listening to Keene Swamp Bats Baseball, FM 102.3, AM 1220, Fox Sports Keene. Omni Field as Swamp Bats and Mainers putting together a close one here early. Going to the bottom of the second, 5-2. Mainers getting 2 solo shots last inning, thanks in part to the Connor Tate and the catcher Orlando Adams. But we have a call to the bullpen. The Mainers, it is Pat Peter Rudy. Please correct me if that name is wrong. On his junior year, left-handed pitcher, 6'1", 180 from Rhode Island, and goes to Brown University.
Pat Pettiruti, one of the most often used long relievers on this Mainers team. He's provided a lot of length in the middle innings throughout the year for the Mainers. This is his 7th appearance. He sports a 4.38 ERA. No wins, no losses. In 12 1/3 innings pitched, he's allowed 9 runs, 6 of those earned on 12 hits. Struck out 15 batters.
So, pretty good stats for a reliever. Goes to Brown University in Rhode Island, so must have a good battle if they play Providence at all. It's always a close one there, as it's two teams in the same town. Due up is Randy Bednar, who attends the University of Maryland. Bednar, who hit a 2-run homer last time up at bat. The center field just skimming, we'll say, the glove of center fielder Shane Marshall. Would have been a very Sports Center top 10 play from Marshall to be able to rob that one off Bednar.
It wouldn't have been the first time either. He took one away in the first matchup between these two teams.
I believe actually it was off Bednar too.
It was, yeah. Would have been his 3rd home run of the game had he have hit so far. They've taken a lot of pitches, and I'm surprised the swing was in order.
And Bednar grounds that one over to shortstop. Sterling Hayes is up between him and Jack Van Remortel, and he's actually he's not gonna make the throw over to first for a smart play, as it would have been a very forceful throw going off his back leg.
Bednar would have beaten out that throw as soon as it left Hayes' hand, so a smart play to just hold on to the baseball, not risk the error, and just concede the one base on what could have been a lot more had there been an errant throw.
3 home runs in this game, coming in the bottom of the first, and now in the top of the second. Now in the bottom of the second, David Bedgood coming up. Bedgood, who was hit by pitch last time around, looking to get a hit this time, possibly with Randy Bednar on first after that infield single. Bedgood looking to minimize the Swamp Bats lead as they're leading 5-2. Bottom of the second, Pedretti to wind up a changeup that goes in the dirt for ball 2. I believe ball 1, as it's a 1-1 count. Tend to always go a little faster than the scoreboard keepers sometimes. Here's the wind of the pitch from Pedretti. Bedgood drives that one to left field, and it'll get down for a single. And out there, Connor Tate collecting that one and firing it over to Jack Vandermolder at third to keep Bednar at second. So again, a very similar situation as last inning, as Swamp Bats did get runners on first and second. Logan Matthew now up. Bedgood with his first hit on the day. He was 1 for 1 technically.
The Swamp Bats find themselves in a very similar situation to what they found in the last inning, getting their first 2 runners on base. If they want to curb the Mainers' momentum, a crooked number right here would do just that.
And Logan Matthew tries the bunt, actually. Ends up hitting the top of the press box. Big bang. Justin McKagan now in the press box. Will backed away from that one. And thankfully, we have these nets here at Alumni Field because opening day a few years ago, broadcaster Andrew Weiss was actually hit by a bat that was accidentally thrown up here. Had to get a bunch of stitches across the forehead.
Well, that's not a good way to start your season at all.
He came back and broadcasted the exact next game. So,
what a warrior.
Tough kid over there. Now he's the voice of one of the hockey team. I believe it's the Bismarck Bobcats. Again, I go to Quinnipiac alum. Going back to the game, Petteruti fires a pitch. Bednar and Bedgood both steal, a double steal, and a very close play by Jack Van Remorel. Gets the tag down, but Bednar able to slide in just safely. Excellent throw this time from Orlando Adams. Right on the money.
That's already 3 steals from the Swamp Bats thus far. It's something we didn't see them do in Game 1 was be aggressive on the base paths. Now that they have the opportunities to do so in Game 2, they're taking full advantage and really forcing the Mainers to put their backs against the wall.
Petteruti throws a curveball low for ball 3. Now a 3-1 count to Logan Matthew. Matthew with now 2 runners in scoring position after a successful double steal, which we really never see the Swamp Bats do. Swamp Bats usually only steal 1 person. Petteruti will wind up. Matthew grounds out to first. And he'll step on the bag. Fires to home. And that was Eric Stock firing to home. Orlando Adams receiving and trying to get the tag down. But Randy Bednar showing off some speed, putting the Swamp Bats up 6-2, beating out the double play.
That was a really heads-up play by Stock, not going to home straight away, making sure he got that first out. And it was a close play at the plate. Fortunately for Bednar, he didn't have to slide, and Orlando Adams' sweep tag a bit too tardy. But a good baseball play all around that results in another run for the Swamp Bats.
Kyle Ball, who had an RBI single last at bat, now facing off against Petteruti for the first time as he lines that one foul down the first base line. An 0-1 count with David Bedgood 90 feet away on home. After the throw to home, he advanced to third. Now Petteruti will wind up in the pitch. Ball hits that one deep to right field. Coming in on it is Nick Howie. And he'll fire home as after he collects it. Here comes Bedgood, and he is safe as he slides in from third and slides into home. And Orlando Adams could not get the tag down, so Kyle Ball with 2 RBIs thanks to a single and now a sac fly. But 2 outs for the Swamp Bats in the bottom of the second. Now a 7-2 ball game.
That was an excellent throw by Nick Howie. If not for the overgrown grass around the home plate area, I think that would have been a double play. The Swamp Bats took advantage of their home field and were able to match the 2 runs the Mainers put up in the top half of this inning with some smart base running.
So now up, Andrew Keene. A sacrifice fly last inning to score Logan Matthew. Matthew, who just sacrificed himself for an RBI with a sac grounder over to first. And some excellent base running and some good sliding plays at home. Give the Swamp Bats 2 extra runs here in the bottom of the second. And McNeil gets drilled in the arm by a pitch. McNeil advancing to first after a hit by pitch. Will reach first for the first time today, but still technically 0-0 as he sac fly for his first plate appearance and now gets hit by pitch. Justice Lucas coming up. Lucas, who was walked last time up by Nolan Wilson. And strike 1 thrown by Petteruti. Good inside fastball hitting that corner of the plate, tailing inside against the 6'6" frame Justice Lucas. Andrew McNeil with a solid lead off first. The swing and chopped foul off a Petterity fastball was Lucas. Now an 0-2 count with 2 outs. In the bottom of the second. McNeil on first. 0-2 count Petterity. Petterity looking for his first strikeout on the day. From the stretch. He's looking at McNeil. McNeil goes. A check swing by Lucas. And goes for ball 1, and McNeil will reach second safely as Orlando Adams didn't even test. Probably a smart play, as McNeil was pretty much at second by the time he was about to release it.
That's another one of those stolen bases that's squarely on the pitcher. Petterity with 2 strikes focused on the hitter allowed McNeil to get a big lead and an excellent jump.
Now Petterity throws a fastball high across the letters of Lucas for ball 2. So I'm going to take a look from Justin McCagnon. Deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runs scored in the second, in the top and the bottom of the second. Here's the pitch. Strike 3, called strike 3 against Justice Lucas. A good fastball from Petterity gets him out of a little jam, but not before the Swamp Bats add 2. We'll see in the top of the third. You're listening to Keene Swamp Bats Baseball, FM 102.3.